Can I convince you to build Guillaume? Guillaume has a passive that increases his critical damage by 100%, increases the chances of receiving a glancing hit by 30%, and gains invincible effect for one turn if you're attacked with a glancing hit. His second skill has a 30% crit rate bonus and stuns the enemy if the attack lands as a critical hit. Additionally, this skill will ignore all damage reduction effects like shields or certain passives. His first skill gets the same crit rate bonus as the second skill and will also stun, but with a much lower chance. He also comes with a nice leader skill that will increase allies' attack power by 33% in Arena and RTA. He's also free to obtain now thanks to the 10-year Hall of Heroes event, unless of course you picked somebody else over him for some reason. If you did, and now you're buying LD scroll packs to get him, then I have a recommendation for you to get a nice discount on those packs. Thanks to the sponsor of today's video, Paxify. Paxify is offering huge discounts of up to 35% off on in-game purchases. Paxify has a Discord community with over 10,000 members that saved players over $4.1 million over the last 3 years, and guess what? They're launching an application that makes getting discounts effortless. It will be launched in April. It's the first specialized application, and the Paxify team has prepared special bonuses for their community. The application brings things to the next level with features like a 2-click sign-up, real-time order tracking, human support, reordering in just 3 clicks, and 1 currency for all games. Spots are limited, so make sure to act fast. Hit the link in the description to join the waiting list and secure your exclusive perks. Now back to the video. I built him on a Rage Blade set to showcase his damage, but you only need 70% crit rate, so it's better to use something like Will, Nemesis, or Revenge as the 2 set instead of Blade. I also really like the way this person built his Guillaume and is maybe a better example to showcase what you should be striving for. But what parts of the game is he going to help you out the most in? He is great for Guild Wars because he can be used on offense or defense to deal big damage and potentially turn into an invincible machine if his passive keeps activating. He is a 4-star, which means he can also be used in 4-star only matches. And with how much damage he deals, he will one-shot most Nat 4s or lower with ease. He also pairs really nicely with Molly because I'm pretty sure her passive stacks with his passive to increase the chance of receiving glancing hits. So here's an example of how you can use him as a tank and damage dealer. The next best thing to build him for is Arena. I like to use him in a team like this that makes use of his leader skill and the low speed I have him on. There is probably better teams you can make around him, but this one worked just fine for me against highly ranked defenses. He can also be especially good against defenses that have Halfas and Pontos because he ignores their invincibility shields. This offense clearly takes a lot of time and isn't great if you're doing Arena Rush, but it will almost guarantee a win against slow, tanky, and annoying defenses that you don't have an answer to. Also, if you don't have a Leo, you can use Darian to fill his slot to reduce the damage your team takes. So as you can see, he's great for PvP. But what about PvE? He is great for dealing lots of damage against the Light Rift Beast. As you can see in this clip, his first skill hit for over 500,000 and his second skill hit for almost 900,000. You can also use him in other PvE content, but I would say Light Rift is specifically the best PvE dungeon to build him for. If for some reason you're still not convinced to build Guillaume, then build him for no other reason than the fact that he is fun to use. His passive should make you smile when it activates and the enemy is just violent proccing and attacking into his invincible shield. You can also test your luck and try to solo dungeons with him. Or you can be excited about giving him one of these cool transmogs he has. And if you're watching this video within the first month and a half that it was released, you will be able to choose these transmogs from the transmog event that is going on. Or use him in RTA and build him on Vampire Revenge to potentially frustrate or solo your opponents. I will let these RTA matches play out, and hopefully by the time you're finished watching them, you've already started to build Guillaume.
Nice, very nice.
It's hard being a slick head. But it's real being a slick head.